Ross Chastain, the driver of the #1 Chevy for Trackhouse Racing, who had 2 wins this season in the 2022 season, who made it to the championship thanks to his amazing wall ride at Martinsville, and also finished second in the championship to the 2022 champion Joey Logano. But this is a big thing, because Ross Chastain, throughout his Cup years, and he's only spent a few years, I think this is actually his 4th full-time season where he's actually raced a majority over 30 races in the NASCAR Cup Series. His first year was 2018, 2019, 2021, obviously due to the pandemic, and I actually think he was racing in Xfinity in 2021. And then last year was at Chip Ganassi Racing. Now, when he came to his final year at Chip Ganassi Racing, he had 3 top 5s, 8 top 10s. He led 62 laps, had an average start of 19.8, and had an average finish of 18.6. And he finished 20th in the standings in that season with 0 DNFs. With a couple DNFs. Sorry, my bad. This season, however, he's 29 years old. So Ross Chastain is just about to enter the prime when NASCAR drivers are basically getting ready to hit their prime. Ross Chastain is about to get into that, and he's entering that at the perfect time, because this season was no doubt about it his best season in the NASCAR Cup Series. And this is a big reason why he could be a likely championship favorite, just because of what he can do in the car. Yes, he did make a lot of enemies this year, and yes, he did piss off a lot of drivers this year, including Denny Hamlin. And that incident in Milwaukee was just so amazing to see. But in 2022, at the age of 29, so next year he'll be entering 30. He'll be 30 years old. 29 years old, 2022, 2 wins, 15 top 5s, 21 top 10s, led 692 laps, had an average start of 14.4, and had an average finish of 13.3. I just wanted to get into that really quick. Average start of 14.4 to average finish of 13.3. He was one of the most consistent drivers when it came to the championship. And that's the reason why he was in the position where he was to do that wall ride and make it into the championship for. Because had he not been as consistent and he had a worse average finish, Ross Chastain would have been eliminated, and it would have been Denny Hamlin in that championship, and Denny Hamlin didn't even finish second. So I just want to give it that to Ross Chastain. Consistency has been the key. Yes, he's made a lot of boneheaded mistakes, but he's also acknowledged those bonehead mistakes. And I just really think that this is going to be the next few years for Ross Chastain to prove himself, really, because hey, if Trackhouse, if you know, like, the big teams start working on it, getting back ahead for the next couple of years, this is Ross Chastain's time to impress someone, because maybe, who knows, in the future few years, maybe someone from Hendrick Motorsports will be leaving, and then Ross Chastain can get a ride from there. I don't really know, because we don't really know how it is. But Trackhouse seems to be one of the teams that's consistently improving, because both drivers this season won a race. Daniel Suarez won a race, Ross Chastain won 2 races, and Ross Chastain made it to the Final Four, finishing second. But what is the future like for Ross Chastain? Well, in 2023, Ross Chastain, I'm going to go on a limb here, and I'm going to say this. Even though he had 2 wins, considering the fact that he's entering his prime as a NASCAR driver, I'm going to say that Ross Chastain is one of the likely favorites to win the championship next season, as long as one thing doesn't happen. As long as he doesn't make any mistakes. Because even though he made a lot of mistakes, he still backed it up and proved that he can get to the final round. And he nearly, had it not been for Joey Logano been so dominant, Ross Chastain would have had 3 wins, 3 wins, 15 top 5s, 21 top 10s, but he would also have a championship with it. And considering that this was his first ever season with Trackhouse Racing, it's only going to get better, because Ross Chastain has only improved over his time when he has been with the team. If you guys remember, he started out with JD Motorsports, then he went to Nice Racing, then he went to Colleague, and then he came to the Cup Series with Chip Ganassi Racing being Kurt Busch's teammate. Kurt Busch and Chip Ganassi eventually sold their team to Trackhouse. Ross Chastain went there, and in his first season, he trusted in their faith, and he proved to them why that he should be with Trackhouse Racing, and he proved that he is a good championship contender for the 2023 season. But who will win the 2023 season championship? We'll just have to find out. But based off what's going on, how Ross Chastain is continuing throughout his career, I think that Ross Chastain is a likely championship favorite for 2023.